and gentlemen, ladies and them, children of all ages, gather around because it's time to get down to the beat down. That's right, it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is for fighters. And today we are talking with a pro heavyweight boxer with a career. And he's got 19 wins. That's right, 19 wins, almost going to get 20. Yes. He's got 11 losses, though, but he has a strong career, and we're going to talk to him. He's got a great name and an even better nickname. His name is Curtis the Hurt Harper. Welcome to the show, Kurt. How are you doing today?
Oh man, after that introduction, I feel like I'm about to go into the ring and fight someone. That was amazing. Thank you.
All right, so if you were going to go into the ring and fight somebody, what would be the walkout music? Do you always choose the same song, or is it different?
It is always different, and it's based on where I'm located and the vibe that I'm getting. Because the walkout music is not for me; it's for the crowd.
Fair enough. I agree with that. And right now, you are in Nashville, Tennessee, or around that area. You are currently, though, you are from Jacksonville, Florida. What was the move? What was the catalyst to get you from Jacksonville up to Nashville?
Um, Boxing gyms and the general difference in locating for family.
Mhm.
Me and my wife we wanted something extraordinary, and we were into some remodeling stuff, and we found a 6,000 abandoned square foot church, and we started remodeling it, turning it into our home.
Wow. Well, I love that painting behind you, by the way. That thing is dope, man. I'm a
Oh,
big
thank
fan
you.
of art. My condo is filled with art, and I really like that, man. So kudos to you for having some class and a little bit of taste as well.
Oh, thank you. By the way, I am also a professional artist.
Are you? Is that an original?
No, that is not me. That is by the one and only Lebo. If you ever heard of
Lebo. I
him.
like that name. I like that name a lot. So, well, while you were down in Jacksonville, Florida, you got involved in boxing gyms. What got you off the street and into a gym?
Police Athletic League and the determination to be a better human being.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
well,
that
gyms are a community, and I always say keep kids off of streets, get them into a gym. And they don't have to be the next Roy Jones Jr. They don't have to be the next John Jones, but a great place with a great community, which helps you physically and mentally, is your local gym. And they're usually cheap to join, or is sometimes free with community centers and things of that nature. And I think it's a really great place for kids to go so that they can keep their heads in the game and keep their focus on their education and just being, like you said, a better person. So you find your first gym, you get in there, and how long is it until you feel like, hold on a second, I may be able to do this for a living?
it wasn't me. It was my trainer by the name of Michael Pickney. He within 3 months he had me in the ring already in Orlando in my first fight at age of 15. Like he said, get in there and try it.
Oh, that is something interesting. And you know what? Let me ask you about this. How do you feel about the fact that pro boxing, you can just be 15, pay like 175 bucks and become a pro? Whereas like MMA, there's more hoops to jump through. Do you think it's too easy to become a pro boxer?
Absolutely not. Because boxing's for everyone.
It is for everyone. You're absolutely right. So, what is the best advice that your first coach gave to you?
Oh man, knock fear right in the face.
Were you scared the first time you got it? You walked into a gym at 15. You see all these other people who look like they know what they're doing. They're hitting these bags hard. They're doing all the moves and knowing what they're up to. Were you intimidated?
I was not intimidated in the gym, Ben. It was a pose athletic league. There were more basketball players than boxing. And my first fear was when I walked into an event and Then I found out that I was the youngest, but also one of the smallest heavyweights at the time for the tournament that I was in. Everyone else was like 6'3", 285 pounds. I was only 15. They were 17 years old, ready to go from JO to open, and that fear gave me real excitement to get in there and like, hey, let's go do this. Let's go, let's fight.
So, what was it like entering your first Golden Gloves tournament and doing quite well down there in Jacksonville?
Oh man, fear. Honestly, fear. I mean, there was, but it's so excitement. Fear is very exciting for me. So that's what it was for me. Like I knew it was gonna take me to the next level. It was gonna get. It was gonna do more for me than I did for it.
Were you able to manage those emotions at such a young age? You know what? Did you need your coach, your team behind you to pull you aside and say, "Hey, you got to keep your head in the game," or at that young age, were you mature enough to understand that, "Hey, this is just a ride, and I'm gonna do the best with what I got."
I wasn't mature enough, but I love fighting, and that thing about hiding you don't show you're scared, but
Mhm.
accept fear. I didn't show I was scared, but I accepted the fear that got me into the ring to knock a guy that was like 6'4", 275 pounds out. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's a grown ass man you just knocked out, bro. You know, I'm
yeah,
just saying.
yeah.
You know, you get in there, and you know, I around here at the Logan Summit Show, we always say it takes a team to build a fighter, but at the end of the day, you're in there on your own. When the bell rang for the very first time at your first event, what happened? Did you turn the switch on, or did it take a moment?
The switch was already on because it's hit or get hit, do or
Mm-hmm.
die, and that was what it was. I mean, there was no turning back once you get in the ring and that bell ring.
Yeah, you're either going to get punched in the face, neck, chest, and breast area, or you're going to be delivering punches. So it's put up or shut up time, right? It's not time to think about it. It's time to do and provide and trust in the fact that your coaches have given you the ability and the training to be able to get in there and do what you got to do to get it done. And you have, by the way. I said you've got 19 wins. You're on your way to your 20th, but you are on a win streak right now, 5 fight win streak. That's
Yes,
huge. That's huge for you. Have you changed anything in your training regimen to get to be on this great win streak right now?
yes. I've changed. I started training more 3 times a day. I started waking my body up, doing extreme training, and then relaxing my body in the evening with the evening workout. So it's like 45 minutes, hour and a half to two, and then another 45 minutes of just cooling. And believing in the people around me, the people that sees me while I'm training and watching me, because I only have 2 eyes, but when you have 6 or 7, it makes a difference because people can see what you're doing wrong and see what to make you better and how you feel about being in there with what I'm doing.
Now you talk about believing in the people around you. I was interviewing boxing Hall of Fame cut man Stitch the other day, Jacob Duran, and one
Oh,
of the
Stitch is awesome.
Stitch is one of the greatest guys in the entire world, by the way. You can check that interview out on other platforms, whatever you're watching us on. I know I'm on like 5 platforms right now, but it's definitely on the HyperX YouTube channel. Stitch is an amazing guy. ESPN just bought his life story was a book in 2015, just became a documentary, and ESPN just picked it up. But one of the biggest things while talking to Stitch was how uh, taken advantage of fighters, trainers, cut men, everybody around the boxing industry, except for the management, is taking advantage in some way. And Mike Tyson said, fighters got to love each other because no one loves us. Have Did it take a while for you to get the right team behind you, and now you feel more comfortable with where you are?
Yes, absolutely. It took such a time because I had to separate the boxing from business.
Mm-hmm.
And that there in itself is makes a difference because now just fighting and knowing that I have a fight coming up December 6th versus Christian Pringle actually makes a difference.
By the way, you can watch that right here on millions.co pay-per-view. Check it out December 6th as Kurt the Hurt gets his 20th win. Please continue.
Thank you for that. But separating the business and knowing that, while you're just training, it really is just a hobby. You just gotta love it and it's something that you wanna do and have to do. And as long as business is business and training is training, everything just flows easily and it's happy. And man, it's such an enjoyment. It really is. Shout out to Christy Martin because she truly knows the difference between boxing and business.
Talk about legends.
And
We
she's
talked
my
about
business.
and you know what? She is an amazing person with amazing promotion and taking care of some of my favorite fighters that are up and coming, just like yourself. I know you've been doing it for quite a while, but you're not done yet. You've got a lot to prove. I can see it in your eyes. You had a strong amateur career. And one of the things that I battle with when I talk to fighters is a lot of these fighters would be like, well, I had 89 amateur fights. Okay, I get it. You need to get in there and you need to test yourself before you go pro. But another thing Stitch and I talked about, that only hurts the head. More times getting punched in the head is not good at the end of the day. How many fights do you think are perfect for an amateur before that they need to go to pro? Or do you believe that that's just an individual thing?
I believe is based on an individual thing, but for anyone, I believe 10 fights
Mm-hmm.
because that gives you that assurance and that urgency to want to do and want to be. And so it's based off the person and the passion, the love that you want to do and be a part of boxing and committing to it.
Now, when you were growing up, do you recall any fights or any fighters that you just sat down and you fell in love with? The people that gave you the passion that you have for the sweet science?
Everyone that steps into the ring. But Roy Jones, George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. I mean, one of my longtime connections, Nate Campbell, just Christy Martin for sure. I mean, hell, I got to even ride and run in the amateurs with her by far. If you ever want to watch someone really fight, I tell people go back and watch Christy Martin's YouTube fights.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
man, she was better. Honestly, her stance and form and her punches look better than any man out there. It was amazing her stance and how
Yeah,
she
she
was as a
probably should
fighter.
have been fighting men, actually, to be quite honest with you. And there's a great documentary on Netflix about the trials and tribulations that Christy has gone through in her career and in her personal life. And, we all have ups and downs, but it is so great to see Christy Martin Promotions and Christy Martin be able to give back to the fight community. And with fighters like yourself and Devin Parrish and all these other great fighters that she's working with, it's awesome to see where she is. And by the way, she's got the cutest dog in the entire world. I just want to
Oh,
point.
champ. Yeah.
Yeah, that dog is just adorable. I mean,
That's my little brother, I call him. I call him my little brother because Christy is mama to me.
well, that's great. So you will be fighting right here on millions.co. What do you know about the fighter coming up? Are you one of those fighters that dives heavily into the person that you're fighting, or do you just work on you?
Both. Yeah, I work on both because if I'm there, I'm here. So I need to know what he's doing or how and what his stance is, and then I just make him work towards me. And honestly, I just train and training to be the best fighter I can be, and make him adapt to me by knowing how he can do it. Is someone like Christian Pringle that's trying to mirror another fighter, and I'm just excited. I'm gonna knock his ass out come December 6th. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
All right, so that normally we get to a certain section where I ask for a prediction on your next fight, but you've already thrown it out there. So tell me, what round are you knocking them down and knocking them out?
Hell, what round? Hell, he might not come out the first round. I'm just telling you that. So
All right.
who we about to come to fight?
You know what? You better come to fight on December 6th right here on Millions.co. Christy Martin Promotions. Now, after that fight is done, in your head, in your mind, do you have a dream fight? Is there someone out there that you just want to get in the ring with?
They keep offering me this Michael Hunter fight for less than 15,000. I mean, I would love to take that one. Hell, he's number one in the country. Why not have it? Why not be a part of it?
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. That's good. Yeah, get out there, get involved, man. Now, let's talk about a little bit of the financial side. Um, Fernando Vargas says that fighters, when they get to a certain point, should have to go through some sort of like training on how to manage yourself professionally and financially on the business side of the equation. He goes, because if you give a kid who's never had anything $100,000, that kid doesn't know what to do with it. Coming up, how hard was it for you personally to be able to? I mean, I know we talked about the trust issue and whatnot, but how hard was it for you to just manage the business side of it and learn the business side of it? And do you think that boxing should offer some sort of education for boxers like yourself as you're coming up?
Yes and no. And the realization of anything is that a human's, I mean, finances are finances, and I'm a fighter. And hell, I fought for less money than more. So the big paydays, the small paydays, they all in one. So yes, they should, but they should also know that you got to keep yourself in good shape. You got to keep yourself healthy, and you got to keep yourself in a good mindset to fight. So family is important. That's who you should rely on, not financially, but who you should provide your money to know that it is they're going to make the best decision for you because they're family for themselves also.
Right.
And having a trainer, a manager, and a promoter that you trust
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
they want to make money. You got to make money.
yeah, it takes two to tango, and you know what? If you're both in the ring, chances are you're going to come out on the other side a little bit greener, as long as you're not with Don King. Just saying. Hey, he got away with murder, literally. So hey, he's doing something. Um, look, on a personal level, what are some of the things that you like to do outside of the ring? Obviously, you've mentioned family, but what are some of the things that keep you busy when you're not focused on fighting?
I'm a professional artist, by the way, and so I do art. I love traveling, visiting new places. I love playing board games with family and friends, and just actually just communicating with people about things that are on Netflix or on the next big TV show that people are watching. Which shout out to Netflix because they doing a lot in the world with boxing and just sports in general.
Yeah, they are. And Netflix, they want a lot of live shows, and boxing is one of their biggest draws right now. How do you feel about the advent of creator boxing? Do you think it hurts the sport or helps the sport?
It's only helping the sport of boxing and the image of boxing and the people. So talking about it now, hell, yes, go be it. Go be a part of it. Go see it. Cause it's a sport that is something that boxing needs. It's not in the schools, so we gotta provide it to each and everywhere, however we can.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you like to travel. Is there anywhere that you have on your bucket list? What's next for you?
Saudi Arabia. Shout
Okay.
out to Turkish Ali. But yes, Saudi Arabia and China. I want to be in China for sure. I
You know what?
want to fight in China.
If you're a 1 in a million person, there's like 1,800 of you out there in China. So I'm just saying, watch out,
Yeah, watch it out. I like
watch
that.
out,
You're
watch
doing
out.
great, Logan. Love it.
Thank you very much, Curtis. Well, it is that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme, and it's that time to play the game that all the kids are talking about around the playground and all the adults are talking about at the water cooler. It's time for 5 questions with Curtis the Hurt Harper. He will be fighting on December 6th, part of Christy Martin Promotions, live right here on Millions.co. That's right, Christy Martin Promotions, December 6th on Millions.co. Get involved on the pay-per-view. Watch my man Curtis get that 20th win. That's a huge, huge, huge goal, and I can't wait to watch you do it live right here on Millions.co. All right, Curtis, are you ready for 5 questions?
Yes. Let's go. Give it to me.
All right, here we go. This is more, I like to ask this question because I think it's the difference between age groups. All right. LeBron or Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Yes. I think it's an obvious answer, but a lot of the young folk will tell you that it's LeBron. Why do you pick Jordan?
Oh, man. Versatility, stability, and his smile and his ability to bounce back with a bigger smile each and every time he got each and every time he got on the court.
And you know what? They gave him a lot of heck for playing baseball, but he went there at 31 years old, hadn't played baseball since he was 18. He batted like 266. He had 11 home runs. 9 of those home runs were game-winning home runs. So he was still throwing that ball through the variable hoop, if you will.
A game changer.
Game changer, exactly, right? Man, and the things, the way that they used to play basketball, it was a lot different. And I hate, it makes me sound old when I say that, but man, the physicality of the game has changed.
Yes. Real men play basketball. Men play basketball now, but they were real referees too to let them guys play ball.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Pistons, uh,
Oh man.
come on. They would literally try to take your head off. That you were going to throw down. Actually, you know what? Curtis, you may have done better than a lot of the basketball players during that time because you had to be able to throw some fisticuffs.
Oh yeah, you definitely had to do that, man. That was when nobody on the Pistons was willing to turn down a fight. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're the Pacers at Madison Square Garden, oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You may need an armed guard to get to your car. I'm just saying the game has changed. All
But
right.
one of my favorite players of all time was Karl Malone, the mailman.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
know why they called him the mailman?
He always delivered, baby. All right. So when you're training, when you're getting ready for a fight, you're in the pre-fight regiment. What's playing in the background? What's the music that you put on? You talked about it's about the vibe when you walk out to the ring and you want that music to be for the crowd. But when the music's for you, what are you playing?
I'm playing Ace Hood and a lot of instrumentals. I love instrumentals because no one else's words are in my head but my own.
I like that. Now you said you're an artist. Do you also write at all?
No, I don't write.
Okay.
I paint and doodle so much, but writing's a whole different art for me.
Yeah, no, I get it. Trust me, I have trouble speaking sometimes, so I get it. Step back for a moment, and I don't care if this has to do with your boxing career or your personal life. You can answer it any way you want, but give the audience a piece of advice that always runs through your head.
Always be grateful and stay true to everyone around you.
That's good. I like that. You know what? That's a very acceptable answer, my friend. You should stay true. And I like that very much. Actually, we can put that on a t-shirt and sell that. By the way, nice t-shirt. Get your Kurt the Hurt shirts. I'm sure you can get them right here on millions.co. And don't forget, I got merch too. We got the Jab merch. We've got the Logan Summit Show merch. And we also have Everyone Loves a Good Fight merch as well. All right. Talking about fighting, what's your favorite fight movie?
The Christy Martin movies come out in November. I've seen it. I love it, and I wouldn't. And I want to go watch it again and again.
That's awesome, man. Now, is it a documentary or is it a movie? Who plays Christy Martin?
Sydney Sweeney's playing as Christy Martin,
Okay.
and it's a real movie. It's a bio movie.
Oh man, it's a biop, I think, or biopic. Yeah, that's what they call them. All right,
Yeah,
that's exciting. When does that drop, Curtis?
November 7th,
November
near
7th.
theater near you. November 7th.
Well, I'm going to have to go check that out. Now, we don't like to call them cheat meals. We like to call them celebration meals or anything other because you know what? You're not cheating most of the time. So after a fight, the next day, when you wake up, where are you going? What are you eating?
Well, with this holiday being it, I'm on a pumpkin crave all the way to February. So everything pumpkin I'm in love with, and peanut butter.
All right. Now, don't put peanut butter on your pumpkin pie. I don't think that's going to go well
Well,
for
go
you.
peanut butter, pumpkin pie, some bananas, some pecans, and you just put it all together with a little scoop of ice cream. You good to go.
I mean, yeah, you're not Southern at all. I mean, if you could throw a sweet potato in there, you might as well. I'm just saying. Yeah, okay, get it done.
Hey, that sounds even better. You just
Yeah,
gave me an idea.
actually, Stuart Scott threatened to take my black card away when he found out that I hadn't had sweet potato pie until I was 25. That's a true story. Uh,
That's crazy, man.
yeah, I know, right? Is there a restaurant around you that you like to go to after fights to celebrate?
I like to go to unique places. I'm a big fan of family owned places.
Mhm.
And one of my favorite places is just in cultural differences restaurants, like cultural restaurants like
Yeah.
Fogo de Spal, Ethiopian, Indian restaurants. I really do like the versatility that our country provides in different variety of foods.
Well, that's why you got to move to Viva Las Vegas, baby, because you can get anything at any time. Man, I came from Connecticut, being formerly at ESPN, and I'm sure they have Korean barbecue now, but I had never had it until I moved to Vegas. Bro, changed my life and my list.
Ah, hot pot.
I'll do some hot pot, but I do love Korean barbecue, man. Uh, yo,
I do want to give one shout out to my family and friends out at Jack's Color in Jacksonville, Florida, who've been a big time supporter and just a avid Kurt the Hurt fan, man. And I love those guys there.
actually, that is the next part of this. This is your time, man. This is the time where you can thank anybody you want. You can talk about your dog, your girl, sponsors you have, sponsors you want. I don't care. Just don't talk bad about my grandma. This is your time, Curtis. Do it.
I want a big sponsor by the name of the restaurant Fogo de Chao. It's one of the best fucking Brazilian restaurants in the country, in this world, honestly. And I get to eat it all. It's all you can eat. What heavyweight don't like that?
Right.
It's the best pre-fight and after fight and every fight meal. And the service there is great. Jack's Color for sure. I mean, they're a printing company out of Jacksonville, Florida that's been with me for years, man. And they're family, man. I just saw that they're family to me. Chrissy Martin and my wife and children self. My wife Sandra, my son Martin, my daughter Vivian, my son Jaden, my daughter Carmen, and my son Christian.
And you got a basketball team over there.
Yeah, all five of them, yes.
Yeah.
And my wife's the head coach.
You know what? Your wife, you can tell, is an excellent supporter and a great teammate that you have. You can tell that there's a lot of love and a lot of family there. It takes a village to build a fighter, but at the end of the day, you're in there by yourself, and you will be in there by yourself on December 6th, part of Christy Martin Promotions live right here on Millions.co pay-per-view. And you are going to secure that 20th win. What are you going to do after this fight? What's the future for Curtis the Hurt Harper?
Going for the next big win. I mean, I want the top 10.
Okay.
And those are the big wins in the top 10. So, but again, I still want to give a shout out to different cities that I love and I'm a part of. You got Clarksville, Tennessee. You got Nashville, Tennessee. You got Jacksonville. You got Duval County for sure. Out there, Riverside, California. Stand up. I'll fight anywhere, anybody, at any time of the day. The evening, nights, morning. Hey, I'm always ready to be in the ring with the best.
Anytime, anywhere, you can fight Kurt the Hurt Harper. Just look, when he's getting his newspaper or coffee in the morning, let him be. I'm just saying. All right. Everybody needs a donut. Let him be. All right. Just let him do his thing. Uh, Curtis, I would love to talk to you again after you secure that 20th win. It's going to be exciting to watch you fight live on millions.co December 6th, part of Christy Martin Promotions. And remember, November 5th, I do believe you said the Christy Martin movie drops. So that's exciting news as well. Get out there and watch it. Christy Martin is a legend. And she paved the way for women boxers today. And actually, you know what?
She paved the way for fighters in
Fighters
general.
in general. You're absolutely right. That's what I was going to say as well. Curtis, I like where your thoughts at, and I love that painting behind you. Thank you for being here today, Curtis.
Oh, thank you, Logan. You've been a great host, man. Thank you.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for watching at home. So until next time, do me a favor. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay
Kurt
it
the
forward.
Hurt, Christian Martin Promotion, get to us. And follow Logan. Seriously. Thank you, Logan. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Until next time, be good to yourself, be kind to others, pay it forward, play it forward, rock like a party star, party like a rock star, smile strong, laugh loud. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe. This has been the Logan Summit Show brought to you by Newer. If you're a content creator, either pro or amateur, it doesn't matter. Go over to newer.com, use code Logan, save yourself 20% all of the pro gear at amateur pricing. Trust me, you'll thank me in the morning. Until next time, remember, everyone loves a good fight. Thank you, Curtis.
Thank you.